Hello student, good morning. So today our topic is magnetic field on the axis of a circular loop. Circular loop in the form of a ring or coil carrying current. Application of Biot-Savart's law. Here we use application of Biot-Savart's law to solve our problems. So firstly, we take any current carrying conducting wire and we take a point P in space, and we take any small element of this current carrying conducting wire having length dl, and the distance of point P from this small element is r. So now we have to find the magnetic field at point P due to small element, that is a dB. We already know that dB is equal to mu naught 4 pi current I dl into r upon r cube. Here the direction of magnetic field, this direction of magnetic field perpendicular to dl, and the direction of magnetic field also perpendicular to r. Okay, so this law we use to solve our problem. So here what we do, we take a circular wire in the form of a circular loop or circular ring having radius r. Okay, here axis passes through the center of the circular loop. Okay, and here we have placed this circular loop in vertical form and axis passing through the center of circular loop. Okay, and this axis is horizontal. Okay, so we take any point P on this axis. The distance of point P from center of origin is x, and we take a very small element of length dl and at a distance r from the point P. At a distance r from the point P. Okay, and this make an angle phi is equal to 90 degree here. Phi is equal to 90 degree. So according to Biot-Savart's law, magnetic field due to small element xy, here we take xy, this is small element, at point P is dB is equal to mu naught 4 pi I dl sin phi upon r square. We take magnitude value here. Okay, I repeat again what we do here. So we take a circular wire in the form of this is a circular wire in the form of a ring or circular loop. Okay, so r be the radius of this circular wire. Okay, and here axis, this is the axis. Okay, so this axis passing through the center of the circular loop. Here this circular loop in vertical form and axis passing through at the origin is along x axis. Okay, horizontal. So we take any point P here. Okay, so here we take point P on the axis of a circular loop or coil carrying current I. Okay, the distance of this point P, from the center of this circular ring is x. Okay, and xy, we take a very small element xy of length dl at a distance r from the point P. So now we have to find the magnetic field at point P due to this small element. Okay, so according to Biot-Savart's law, Biot-Savart's law, magnetic field due to a small element xy at point P is dB is equal to mu naught 4 pi I dl sin phi upon r square. Okay, here we put the value of phi is equal to 90 degree here. Okay, phi is equal to 90 degree, so sin 90 degree is equal to 1. So dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square. Okay, so dB is equal to mu naught 4 pi I dl IDL upon R square. Okay, and sin phi. we give it equation number 1, and here we already know that phi is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so dB is equal to mu naught 4 pi I dl upon r square. Okay, we give it equation number 2. So here the direction of dB, the direction of dB is perpendicular to the plane formed by dl and r. Okay, so dB perpendicular to dl and dB also perpendicular to r. Okay, so here the distance of point P from the small element is r, which make an angle theta with horizontal, I mean with axis. Okay, and here the dB, the direction of dB along this direction, I mean perpendicular to r. So here this theta, okay, so dB resolved into two components, one along vertical direction, that is a dB cos theta, and another dB sin theta. So we write here, hence we resolve, and we resolve dB into two components. First, dB cos theta. This is the dB cos theta, which is perpendicular to the axis of the coil. Okay, here dB cos theta perpendicular to the axis of this coil, and the second dB sin theta, which is along the axis of the coil and away from the center of the coil. Okay, here dB. So here we resolve dB into two components. First along vertical and another along horizontal directions. Okay, so dB cos theta, which is perpendicular to the axis of the coil. This is the perpendicular to the axis of coil here. Okay, dB cos theta, and here this is the dB sin theta, and dB sin theta, which is along the axis, but away from the center of the coil. Okay, so as this coil is symmetrical about its axis, okay, so as this circular coil is symmetrical about its axis, okay, so every element of length dl, here x and y is a small element, so we take another element x dash y dash, okay, having same length dl. So I repeat again what we do here. So here the coil is symmetrical about its axis, so every element of length dl has another equal and opposite element on the circular loop. It has opposite element on this circular loop is x dash y dash, having same length dl. Okay, and here element xy had equal and opposite element. Okay, the perpendicular component of the magnetic field. Okay, so here we see that, so if this is a circular coil and this is the element xy, its opposite element is x dash y dash, having same length dl. Okay, so at point P, due to magnetic field, at point P, due to the small element xy is dB, and it's along this direction, and its component are dB cos theta and dB sin theta, and magnetic field due to its opposite element, that is the x dash y dash, and magnetic field at point P due to this small element is, and its direction along this directions dB, and its components are dB cos theta along this direction. Both have same angle because this is a symmetric about axis. Okay, and its components are first dB cos theta and second dB sin theta. Okay, these two components are same in magnitudes but opposite in direction, so both are cancelled to each other. Only this component should be added. Okay, I mean dB sin theta plus dB sin theta. Okay, so what we do here, I repeat again. So as this coil is symmetrical about its axis, so every element of length dl has another equal and opposite element. Okay, on the circular loop. So here this element xy has equal and opposite element x dash y dash. Okay, the perpendicular component, these are the perpendicular component on axis. Okay, having same magnitudes. Okay, both are cancelled to each other. Okay, and the element and the another component of this magnetic field which working along axis and away from the center of this center of origin of this circular loop should be added. Okay, so the magnetic field at point P due to whole coil is equal to the sum of dB sin theta components of magnetic field due to each element. Okay, so now we see that will be B is equal to dB sin theta. Because here, okay, so how this happened? So because dB sin theta components of magnetic field due to each element, there are several elements present here, due to each element is directed in same directions. Okay, directed in same directions. Therefore, magnetic field at point P due to whole coil is equal to the sum of all dB sin theta components of magnetic field due to each element. So, magnetic field at point P is equal to sum of all component of sin theta. Okay, sum of components dB sin theta, okay, due to all components on this circular loop. So now this sum represent integration, and magnetic field we put the value of dB here. Okay, that is a mu naught I dl 4 pi r square and this angle sin theta. Okay, and here B is equal to mu naught constant, I also constant, 4 pi constant, r square constant. So this comes out from integrations, and only left inside this bracket is sin theta also constant, only in dl left inside this integrations. Okay, so we write here I, theta and r are constant. Okay, so now we integrate dl. So dl is equal to here the length of the circular coil, and that will be circumference of the coil, 2 pi r. Okay, so we put final value here. So dB is equal to mu naught I sin theta 4 pi r square and 2 pi r. Okay, and here sin theta will be here r upon small r. Okay, we put the value of sin theta here. So B is equal to mu naught I r 2 pi r upon 4 pi r cube. Okay, and here r we already find out. So this is a right angle triangle, and r is equal to, here this value is a capital R and this is a small r and this is a x. So here r is equal to r square plus x square under root. So we will put the value of r here. Okay. So b is equal to mu naught 4 pi I 2 pi r square upon r cube. So we put the value of r here, that is r square plus x square 3 upon 2. Okay, so this is the final value.